For years, train simulation games on Roblox haven't been the greatest of standards compared to non-Roblox games like Train Sim World. However, on the 1st of January 2023, this changed. Today, British Railways is known as one of the most realistic simulators, competing against the most popular game, Stepford County Railway, on Roblox. Whilst I won't be comparing both of these two games today, I'll be exploring and rating the extent of realism in British Railways. Please note that all opinions are my own and may not reflect how the development team work on the game or other people's opinions. Let's get started, I hope you enjoy. Starting off with what most consider the most noteworthy aspect, driving. In British Railway, there are a plethora of trains, being diesel, electric, or bi-mode, with unique liveries reflecting real-life operators. Note that due to copyright, these are slightly adjusted. What many games do not offer is an interactive cab. However, British Railway does, which is what I do enjoy, when you are on a PC, of course. Furthermore, players can choose the difficulty rating for controlling the train, such as the use of AWS, automatic warning system, throttle and brakes, or a tap changer on the Class 86, and the display of car stop markers and signals. Some trains have very good acceleration and braking, such as the 755. Whilst some aren't great, like the Class 158, reflecting on real life once again. Although, because of this, some trains may experience minor delays due to them taking longer to stop or depart. In addition, the driver is automatically teleported to the cab and switches ends automatically, and there's no option to insert a master key or change the reverser. Overall, I do rate the driving a 9 out of 10. Moving on to an aspect that is not very good, the signalling. Sorry for the pun. Whilst it is all done automatically, there are some errors, such as allowing multiple trains into a single block, or letting regional trains go before intercity, especially at the Norrington or Leeton, when the track becomes single in each direction, example, towards Bawtry Road or towards Cuffley, and it gets seriously annoying when you're stuck behind a slow driver when you're supposed to be going 125 miles an hour. However, the good news is that there will be updates coming soon in regards to signals. Plus, all signals are digital, being green, proceed, yellow, caution, double yellow, preliminary caution, or red, danger. On the line there are some rural areas like Russell Lane or Fair, which could use semaphore signals. However, some players may not understand these, and I understand. Overall, I give signalling a 5 out of 10 for now, but this may change later on when they get updated. Next is my favourite aspect, guarding. The guard is free to use any door on the correct side as they're local. They do not need to whistle, unlike many other games. Example, if there are no passengers waiting to board or obstructing the doors, you can simply just close the doors, close your local door and buzz. Another good thing is the variation of buzzer sounds, as these are different depending on the train. Example, the 800 is a buzz, whilst on the 321 it is a bell. However, something that I don't enjoy is how they teleport straight onto the train, rather than going to the next station and waiting for the train. Although I do give guarding a 10 out of 10 for its simplicity and realism, plus it's my favourite. Next, passengers and AI. Throughout the game, there are AI passengers who ride services, meaning that during rush hour there will be many passengers on your train, unlike in off-peak times, or if you are ghosted because you're 20 minutes late. If you are waiting to or wanting to ride a train, you have to spawn at a station that you have unlocked, such as Leeton, which is already unlocked for all players who join the game. Other stations, such as say Wallsend, you will have to ride a train and go to that station as a passenger. However, What I don't understand is how all tickets cost 10 coins for AI passengers, and some of those tickets are expired about by 10 days. Although overall, I do rate the passenger and AI system a 7 out of 10. Finally, routes and scenery. Across the network, there are many points where you can see places for future extensions, like Ashby and Kirkside, Preston Junction, Fortis Green, Millbridge, and Cuffley, where in this case the line will continue onwards. This means that the game will not completely change when there is an update, but rather it will be expanded. When using the map, it is clear that the game is made using large squares that effectively get unlocked when the game is expanded. In terms of scenery, it is decent and reflects the atmosphere of the station, such as Leeton being in a city, or Preston Junction, say, compared to Russell Lane, which is in the countryside adjacent to Watchbury Castle, of which they'd used to have a station in version 1.0 for those who know. Going back to routes, all routes are created using AI, predicting the journey length and either being intercity, regional, semi-fast or empty coaching stock. Unlike most games where you get coins at every station, in British Railway you get coins based off of your punctuality and driving score. You get the coins in a rate per minute. However, if you despawn early, you will not get as much as if you were to terminate at the end. This means, however, that you can earn more through driving 125 miles an hour on intercity compared to a regional service where you overshoot and pass red signals, mentioning no names. I rate the routes and scenery a good 9 out of 10. In conclusion, I solely believe that British Railways is the best train simulator on Roblox. However, there are still many updates, expansions and trains coming to the game, such as signalling improvements, the HST, and other popular trains to come that are regularly suggested by the community. If you do have any suggestions or disagree with me, please do pop a comment below and do subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.